Hi everyone, just give me 1 minute. Let me know if my screen is visible. Can anyone confirm if you guys are able to see my screen? Just wait for a few seconds more, then we'll start, okay? This is a live session, so we'll try to discuss each and everything together. Whatever you having any question in your mind, just try to discuss and we'll try to, figure out all the questions answered together and then we'll continue our session as well. Hi Rudra. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Good to know. Guys, if you're having any question, please feel free to ask, okay? Don't hesitate. All right, so let's start the session, okay? So we are going to start Palo Alto new batch. So before I can start and we can start talking about anything, let's celebrate. And I wish you everyone very happy new year and hope you all enjoy your new year. And now it's time to, dress up your skills, work as per your new year goals, whatever your goal you have decided. Let's focus on that. And in 2023, uh, we'll try to achieve all the goals together. Okay. So this is the first batch in 2023, and this is the first live class I'm delivering about the Palo Alto session. So here we are going to discuss about the Palo Alto Firewall, why firewall is required, what is the basic fundamental, and why you should, do this live course with us, okay? And why not you can join any other course, right? Hi Nilesh, hello.
Hello, sir.
Hi,
Hi,
hi.
good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Happy New Year. Okay. Thanks for joining the session.
Okay, Happy New Year.
All right. So if you guys having any questions, please feel free to ask. Okay, anytime. You can unmute yourself. If you want to ask in the group chat, you can ask in the group chat. If anyone watching from the YouTube live, so you can also ask your question from the YouTube live. So I can see Sarwan Khan is saying hi. Hi Sarwan Khan, how are you? You want to join the live session from the Zoom? If you want, you can join. We can share the Zoom link. So if anyone watching from the Zoom, like from the YouTube and still having any question, let us know. We'll share the Zoom meeting invite there and you can join from there as well. No problem. Okay. All right. So let's start our session. I'll go very slowly. Okay. This is something we are starting very new things. And I know that the person who is going to learn and digest this technology, they have to understand from very scratch. Okay. So I'll go very slowly, okay, and slowly we'll go in the deeper concept, okay, and try to understand everything together. So I know in a market, many trainers are delivering their trainings, okay, and many institutes are delivering their trainings, and many people are getting knowledge from them. It's always good, and I really appreciate those trainers and those institutes who is delivering the trainings because I know the pain, how much they are putting to prepare the content, and then how much effort they require to deliver the training. Okay, so still, like you guys have to decide where you need to join. You can learn from the YouTube, you can learn from any other learning platform, you can learn from the live sessions. It's totally up to you. But there is pros and cons as well. If you're going from the Udemy and some other YouTube, might be you'll not find all the concept what is going to be covered and what is going to be required to entire course module, right? Might be you'll find some partial knowledge, might be you'll find not complete every structure way, every concept which is going to required to just drive any of the next generation technology, right? So this is very important. So when you go for the live classes, when you interact with live instructors, So you having opportunity, at least you can discuss your real time scenario. Okay, it's not like one people is just speaking and you just listening. It's not like that. So this is the only benefit of the live classes. You can go and discuss each and everything whatever you feel and whatever doubt you having in your mind. So every doubt can be cleared. If even instructor don't know about the right answer of your query, he will try to figure it out and he will try to help out to understand those query. So this is my purpose also. And whenever I go for any classes, I always respect my audience, my students, and whosoever is watching from any gender, any locations, any country. I don't care, but I just want to deliver quality training. So if I focus on the quality training, it similar very important. It should be very structured. It's not like if I'm teaching something and I'll suddenly move somewhere else. No, something should go step by step. Like one is the baby steps, where you learn about the basics, fundamentals, why require the firewalls, what is the basic principle of the firewall, and then we'll step by step we'll go for the other concept. So when you go step by step, then probably you'll achieve your goals. But when you try to go and just try to reach your goal, that is going to create a problem for you. Okay, so might be you'll miss a lot of things, which is going to in part of journey from the zero to your goal. Okay, so everything should be touched when you're going for the any session. So this is our agenda. Whenever we are going to deliver the session, the main focus will be we'll talk about more basics, because I know many of the network engineer and security engineers, they just mm, did mistake on the basics. They know very high level things, but when it come to the basics, they always are stuck. Okay, so my always focus should be basics. Once your basics is clear, then you can understand anything. If your basics is not clear, you won't be able to survive very long period of time. So that's my humble request, and it's my way of teaching. So I will always go and focus on the basics, and then we'll try to understand every complex scenario, advanced scenario, and every live scenario which is going to be used in the live environment. Okay. So let's start. Okay, so I'll be your instructor. I have like more than 14 years of experience. Okay, and I keep delivering the trainings about the Palo Alto firewalls, about the other firewalls also, and the SD-WAN, CCNA, CCNP. So a lot of training plan we have. And if you want to start any of the modules, you can reach out to us, and basically we'll try to deliver those trainings. So today we are starting the Palo Alto first class. Okay, and this is something I'm going to discuss about what is the Palo Alto firewall, why we need, and what is the importance of the firewall in the your real production environment. Okay, so again I focus on the basics. So I'll start the scenario about discussing about the Palo Alto principle or any security principle which is just related to your life. Okay, this is a very important. I'm not going to talk something which is not realistic, you cannot relate. Okay, so I will start talking about the firewall or any of the security concept which is just related to your day-to-day life. So we'll start from there, and then we'll try to understand what is the Palo Alto, what is the checkpoint, what is the ASA firewall, what is the Fortinet firewall, what is the Shopos firewall. Lot of firewall available in the market. So we'll discuss that thing also, right? So we have to discuss a lot of things in this particular training module. So we having a lot of modules here to just complete here. So you can see like total module we have 12 module, and we'll start from that module one. And from this module, basically we'll discuss about the single pass architecture with the flow logic. Still, you guys don't know what is a single pass architecture and flow logic, but no worry. We'll start from this understanding platform in the architecture of the firewalls, right? And initially we go for the configurations, how to access the firewall from day zero. So let's just suppose you have to deploy any of the firewall, how the firewall access is going to be taken from the CLI, from the web, from the GUI, what the day zero configuration is going to happen. So if I talk about the day zero configuration, that is known as the initial configuration. So this is talking about the initial configuration, that is a day zero configuration. That means you have in the very brand new devices, and you need to install somewhere in the data centers, right? Or might be somewhere in the branch offices. So if you don't know about data center in the branch offices, so probably you have to start with your career with the CCNA, because I'm assuming whatever the audience is talking to me and listening to me, they're just having the basic CCNA level of the understanding. They know what is a DC is equal to data center, branch offices, remote offices, topologies and all. So at least if you don't and able to understand these concepts, so I will recommend just go and watch my CCNA session, CCNA series, some free videos available. If you want to go very deep level knowledge, join the live classes. We'll discuss each and everything about these things. This is the like basic steps to enter in the networking and security. CCNA, this is the gateway. You can say gateway to enter in the networking and security field. This is CCNA, Cisco Certified Network Associate. See, if you're planning to start your career in the networking security, even in the security, I would suggest just go and do your CCNA. It's not like I'm instructor, I want to take admission like that. No, it's not meaning. You can take anywhere knowledge for this CCNA, even from the YouTube, lot of free material available, even from the live session, any other learning platform where you feel you feel like right content it is there, right instructor you feel that you can go, you can take this session, and then you can decide your career either in the networking field or either in the security field. So I made one of the video what basically role of the network and security engineer did. So you can watch that video available on the YouTube anytime, and you can see that differences between the network engineer and security engineer. So I'm not going to touch those points. So my focus is like how the firewall is going to deploy any of the branch location, any of the data center location, and how the initial configuration is going to happen for the firewall. So this is the basic concept we are going to start, and I'll show you the very live scenario in my lab environment. So once who already done the registrations, they will get the access of our lab. So probably let me show you. So I mean, so this is the like remote session. So everyone will get this is the URL, and from this URL, you can able to log into the your like labs remotely. So I'm logging from the admin. So you can log in via the any other usernames. I'll create those username for you. So let me just use in private window. There is some issue. So let me just clear it. So you can see this kind of the lab you will get, and we having a multiple labs available, different labs available. For day zero labs we have, for day 2, day 3, every labs we have to just demonstrate everything about the firewall configuration. It's not the theoretical, it's a live sessions. We'll discuss theory. So how the learning is going to happen, it's not like something we start from basic, we understand the concept, right? And then we'll do the live configuration, and at last we also do live troubleshooting. 1 or 2 session will do the troubleshooting part also. So first, for the interview point of view, your concept basic and the deep concept should be very clear. If you not able to understand your concepts, probably you will miss the configuration. Here you will fail to do the configuration, and you will fail to do the live troubleshooting. So your basic fundamentals should be very clear about the firewall, your concept about any topics. So that's why I was showing that, the course content, this course content is very powerful for this particular covering this particular module. This is a Palo Alto Firewall configuration, and in this particular course content we are adding everything which is going to required for the one of the security engineer to just serve the about the security environment for your organization or your customer organizations, right? So that's why the platform and the architecture initial configuration will discuss, interface configuration will discuss how the interface, different interface configuration is going to be happen, right? What is the security zone? What is the layer 2 zone? What is the layer 3? What is the like, even the interface and zone will understand different types of firewall deployment mode, about the virtual wire, tap, sub interface, DSCP. What is a virtual router even? So you can think about, if you start understanding the each and every small point about the firewall, your value is going to add more and more in your, in a resume. So when you're going to start discussion about any technical discussion, that is known as the interview. So technical discussion you can say as an interview process. So you can understand what I learned in the live classes and what I am able to answer. So then only you can correlate. Even you can start finding your live environment where you just serving as a L2 engineer, L1 engineer, L3 engineer, or L4 engineer. You can start correlating what I learned in the class and what type configuration is available in my production environment firewalls. So you can see this is the Palo Alto firewall. So I just have one of the login and how firewall dashboard looks like. And if I just log out from here, you can see this is the login page of the firewall, and you can just correlate how this Palo Alto firewall looks like and how I can do the configuration of this Palo Alto firewall. And we are actually going to learn on this particular platform. And this is the latest firewall version. Okay. That is 10 dot series of the firewall, where the software is running, that PAN OS is running 10.0 version, and it having the complete set of the features. Whatever you want to test, we can test from it here, right? So basically we having a license. You can see here we having the serial number of the firewall. We can try to see the live logs from the here also, right? For the any kind of the communication, if it is going, we can try to check that session browser traffic. We can try to test everything about that, security profile like antivirus, anti-spyware, vulnerability, file blocking. These are the actually firewall real concept which is going to be required for the any security engineer to understand and drive this real security scenario in the production environment if we having any kind of the issues. So we will discuss each and everything in very detail in this particular course module, because these all are a part of this content ID, application ID, file blocking, and decryptions. So these all SSL decryption, how is going to happen, inbound decryption, outbound decryption. I'll show you live how the certificate management is going to happen, how the decryption is going to be happen. So lot of thing we have to do together. And then how we can miss this particular section, that is a security and NAT policies. That is a more interesting and more day-to-day job you have to execute in the real life scenario in your organization. What is the source NAT? What is the destination NAT? What is the U-turn NAT? What is a dual NAT? So everything I'm going to cover in this particular session, and which is going to help you to boost up your career, boost up your skills, and probably you can upgrade yourself to go for the next level. Okay. And security policy and the configuration, how it is going to happen, we're going to discuss in very detail. So I'm just briefing about the topologies, not topologies, the course content, and then we'll discuss about the topologies later. And because why it is very important, you should know, and you can make your mind. If you're watching us in the very first time and you don't have any kind of the directions about this particular course, so at least you can understand what exactly the course content is and what kind of knowledge I'm going to get from particular this session. Okay, this is the why this is very important. Next, application ID, how the application ID looks like. Many of us, we don't know what is the application and why this application is going to required, and how basically this application is going to impact our real lives, and how this is going to protect the company's corporate environment. So at least we are using day-to-day Facebook, Yahoo, Gmail, and sometimes we are sitting in the office and my Facebook is blocked. So people are talking, why this block? Even I was on the network engineer only, and I was sitting in the office and try to access the Facebook or Gmail. These all were not working. So I was keep wondering how they have done this blocking. They should be open. So we'll understand how this blocking allow scenario is going to happen. Any kind of the website that is prohibited, like gambling, any kind of the adult websites, any kind of social networking website, how these websites are basically blocked from the firewall by the using of the application, by the using of the URLs, how basically it is going to happen. So those concepts we are going to understand, and I will show you the live exactly how the Facebook is going to block. As per your choice, if you want to block any other website, just let me know. I will work with you and will try to do live lab for the live understanding. Okay, so this is the application ID based on the content. So let's say suppose you are writing the mail and your mail having some attachment, and this attachment having the very sensitive data of your company, right? So you might be try to leak your company data, which is not good for the company, right? So you're just leaking the data from the company. How those data leak prevention is going to be happen in the Palo Alto Firewall? How the Palo Alto Firewall is going to read your even the content what you are sending as an email. Even email you are sending something and you are writing XYZ or ABC, and these two words should not be shared over the internet. How based on these two contents written in the email body, firewall Palo Alto is going to block or allow based on your security policy, right? So this level of the labs I'm going to demonstrate in my session, and I'll explain you how this is going to be configured. Okay, so this kind of concept will understand. If any file, let's suppose like file blocking there is a required, might be your company want any PDF file should not be shared. PDF, Word, or my the notepad file should not be shared over the internet as an attachment, right? How this can be blocked, file blocking, how can be happen? So this kind of the lab will do, and we'll understand together. So wildfire, that is for 0 day attack, how it is going to happen. Even I'll demonstrate the 0 day attack live lab. I'll create something as a bad category files, and I'll try to do kind of the upload on the clouds, and I will just try to monitor those uploading. How this wildfire analysis is going to happen on the cloud sandbox, which is hosted in the somewhere in the cloud. And then we'll try to understand how basically these kind of the preventions or any virus can be detected from the wildfire servers or wildfire sandbox, and how they are going to report it about that it is a part of the malicious or non-malicious traffic, and based on that we can take an action. So we'll discuss each and everything in very detail. No need to worry. In addition of that, let's suppose any file which having the virus, any attachment which having the virus, how those virus can be blocked at the firewall level. Someone is trying to do a spy activity on your network, how those spying activity can be blocked based on the signatures. What is the signature? How we can create the custom signatures? How the vulnerability attack is going to happen? You must be heard about the ransomware, log4j. What are those hell is, right? And how those is going to be protected. So even for me, I have the very live lab scenario. And if you see in my topology, let me show you. In this topology we having the Kali Linux machine. In this Kali Linux machine will do live attack. Live attack means we'll do the live vulnerability attack from this Kali Linux machine sitting on the internet, and we'll see the attack will going to happen from this Kali Linux machine, and it is going to target to the PCs, different or the servers, and we'll see how it is going to be protected by the firewalls. So definitely we'll understand this all, right? So if you guys having any question till now, just feel free to ask me. No need to be stop yourself. Always feel free to ask me. Even you are watching on the YouTube, try to put your query on the YouTube link, a live chat. I'm looking at that, and I will try to respond to you. Okay, and if you're watching on the Zoom and you can speak up, you can write your query, no problem at all. So moving to next, so we understand about the virus, anti-spyware vulnerability, URL filtering, how some adult URL can be protected from the websites, from the firewall, any social networking, any kind of the gambling, any bad URL category, any bad URL things which is not related to the your corporate policy. It all going to be block by using the URL filtering. So this will be very conceptual and the practical sessions. And I must say, if you guys learn these all modules, and then you'll completely able to crack any of the interview, and you will able to answer all the interview questions because you having the complete set of the knowledge how these things is working in the real environment of this particular Palo Alto Firewall. Now moving to the next. Now we having the integration, how the AD can be integrated. So let's say suppose I have the AD server also, FTP server also in my lab. So I have a lot of labs, but many labs having lot of jobs we have to do. But this labs having a more features. So I'm just showing this lab because AD server integration. I will show you how the AD can be integrated with the Palo Alto firewall, and based on the AD user name and the like username, how this can be restricted to being access any of the application, any of the websites, or any of the internal resources. So this kind of integration I will show live, and I will configure exactly AD integration in front of the you, so you guys can at least understand if you're having this kind of requirement to integrate the AD server with the Palo Alto firewall. So you can easily do that. Okay, no need to have a dependency on the some other party or TAC, or might be the L3 or the L4 engineers. Okay, you can exactly do as per your knowledge. And now we will understand about the site-to-site VPN. We'll discuss about IPsec tunnel. We'll discuss about the global protect. Even we'll do the lab for the global protect, how the global protect is going to happen. I make the global protect lab, so we'll try to understand the global protect, how it is going to happen, and site-to-site VPN. Let me show you the some labs I have. So if you see here, so I prepared some. Yes, anyone having any question? Anyone wanted to ask? I can hear some noise. Okay, no problem. So you can see here global product, how the client is going to be, access the DC server, how this remote client is connected with the Palo Alto firewall. What is the meaning of the global product? How basically we are using this global product? How we can build the site-to-site VPNs? So let me show you that lab. So these are the lab which I designed for the, like completion, the all concept and the, demonstration, the, practical knowledge. If you guys think, no, I'm not happy with this lab, and you want to design by your own labs, you can design, because I'll give the full lab access. You can deploy your topologies, you can design your labs, and you can work as per your whatever you think, like lab design or lab topology. No need to just work on the my topology. It's not like everything is going to be locked. Like things will be open. You can add your firewall, router, switches, everything will be available here, and I will show you how it can be even added if you want to create your own labs. Okay, so no need to worry at all. So site-to-site VPN will discuss about how site-to-site VPN is going to be configured, and how things is going to be happen from one site to another site. What is the IKEY version? What is the phase one IPsec? What is the phase two IPsec? So these level of the concept we are going to cover in this hour session, and we'll discuss together everything. And then we'll discuss about that dashboard, basic reporting, and panorama understanding. And finally, we'll end our session with the troubleshooting and active passive and active active HA configuration. So I must say, like whatever the course content I'm showing to you, it is covering everything about that these two modules. So if you're planning your career about the PCNSA or PCNSE, this is the right course content to crack those two exams. No need to worry at all. So you can easily crack your exams without any like problem, right? You just have, but I would suggest no need to go with this exam. It is not recommended by me or many of the instructors, because it is going to take around 155 USD. And if you're planning to give, then you can directly give this exam, and it will just take 175 USD. So you can become a PCNSE certified. That is like quite advanced level of the course, right? So this is the very basic, and this is the advanced. So we are covering each and everything, and exactly as per the course content what I'm showing, and as per the pan OS book. So this is the pan OS book, so I will share every resources with you. So the Palo Alto actual official course content I'm going to like follow, and we'll follow that packet level, packet flow, everything, and then we'll try to understand each and every concept from this particular PAN-OS administration guide. Okay, so I hope this course content is very clear to everyone. I don't want to make any kind of the unclarity on your mind. I want you should be very clear what I'm going to get, what certification I'm going to get, what kind of knowledge I'm going to get from particular this course, and then you can decide. If already enrolled, I know you already watched my session from the YouTube or somewhere else, or you get recommendation. But if you're watching the first time, so I would say just go and watch the video, the quality of trainings, what we are delivering from here, and you can understand what level the question and answer we are handling in the live classes. Some videos are available on the YouTube channels, and then you can decide like whether it's the right platform or not. Okay, so this is what the course content I wanted to demonstrate, right? So now let's discuss about the basic principle of the firewalls, right? So I was started like we will focus more about the basics. So what is the basic principle about the firewalls? So let's think about uh, you are the very new in the security domain, right? Sorry, network and security domain. You are very new. You don't know anything about the firewall. What is the firewall? So how you can start correlating yourself, and how you can start understanding about the firewall concepts. So as I mentioned that before you understand any firewall concept, you should having the basic networking knowledge. It is a very, you know, important. Don't ignore this my things. Okay, at least you done the CCNA, or you just having the CCNA level of knowledge. If I'm talking about CCNA level of knowledge, that means you should having the basic networking clarity about the network fundamental. You should know what is the router and what is the switch. You should know how can assign the IP addressing. So what is the IP addressing system? You should know what is the VLAN. You should know what is the static routing, and little bit about the dynamic routing. If I'm talking about dynamic routing, that it include the RIP, little bit about the OSPF. At least this much knowledge you should have. This is guide very important. You know, I'm not telling if you don't have these all skills, don't come on my class. Okay, not required. I'm not saying you just register to me and just start with the Palo Alto Firewall. No, you complete anywhere from this, basic understanding. At least you should know what is IP address. You should know what is a VLANs. You should know how the static routing can be configured. If I'm going to demonstrate in classes, and if you don't know what is the static routing, so it is like problem for everyone, right? And for me also, like you have to first make you. It happened in the many classes. People come and join. I want to learn the Palo Alto Firewall, but they don't have the basic understanding. Okay, so we just have to invest more and more time to just teach the people about the static routing, or might be we just have to put extra attention. So that's what I'm saying. Still, there is a scope you can learn, but you have to put extra effort by yourself, and I will help you to drive, or your colleague will help you to drive to understand those concepts. But if your basic network fundamental is clear, whatever things, if your networking fundamental is clear, then you can proceed with the any of the firewall. Any of the firewall. I'm not recommending only the Palo Alto. Any of the firewall. But why Palo Alto? I will tell the reason later. Okay. So we'll discuss why Palo Alto. Just this question park me in your mind. I'll discuss probably in the later stage. Not if not possible in today, we'll discuss in the next session. Why Palo Alto? Why not? I can go and complete the Cisco ASA. Why not? I can go and continue with this checkpoint. Why not the FortiGate? So we having a dedicated slides for this. We'll understand. First, we'll understand why the firewall. Then we'll understand why not I can go with the checkpoint and the Cisco and the Fortinet. Why should I go with the Palo Alto only, right? So these all things we'll understand later stage, and I'll make sure you like understand the concept first, you understand the differences first, and then you can make your mind, I should go with the Palo Alto or not, right? Because in in this digital world and the current scenario internet world, you we cannot hide the informations. Okay, we cannot hide the informations, everything is available. If you want to search in the Google, whatever I am telling it, if it is going to be wrong, you can easily challenge me, hey boss, you are not telling right, okay, you are wrong. So this is what concept you are talking, it is not available in somewhere in the Google. Okay, so just you should correct your knowledge and give the right advice. So whatever I'm telling, I'm trying to give 100% accuracy in my live sessions, or whatever the other session we are delivering, any recorded video we are delivering, because everything is going to be validated by the people. So no lie is going to be survive in this digital world. Okay, so everything available on the internet market. So sometimes instructor also make a mistake, because they all are human, so we should ready to accept our mistakes and correct ourselves. So it is like part of the life. So I was talking why the firewall and what is the security. So we can start from the very day-to-day you know environment. So we know that we are the person, we might having the homes, right? So in these homes we having a multiple bedrooms, kitchen, lot of things. But more important, we install a door in our home. But why door is important? So we install doors. Basically not doors, door, main doors we call. Why door, right? We having a very big buildings, right? These are the buildings. Multiple houses are there. You can see multiple houses are there. But even this, in front of this building, we having main gate. Why this main gate? It could be used as an entry or could be the exit. Similar, main door could be used as an entry or could be the exit. So this is very, day-to-day life. Even you are in the office, you having the one gate, the reception area, and this gate can be used for the in or could be used for the out. So this is the office. We keep going. This is the like housing society, right? This is could be their homes, anywhere. So these all three scenario. What is the one common thing we have? The one common thing we having the resources which is showing in the rectangle kind of the square box or rectangle, you can say. One is the small, one is the big, one is the biggest, right? So my housing society has the like medium, you can say this is the small and this is the big. But every three, one having one common thing, that is the door or gate where people are getting in or out. So these 1, 2, 3 is common. So why it is common? So we just have to understand this thing. So just understand in this way, if you not having this gate, so what is going to happen? If this gate is not having, what is going to happen? So in your homes, a lot of valuable things could be happen. Like you can put jewelry in your home. You can put some IT assets like laptop, tablets, phone. You can put a cash, right? So any utensils, kitchen items you can put there. Your clothes will be there. Your bed will be there. So a lot of valuable things are there, right? In housing society, lot of homes are there, and again all homes having a similar kind of the things, right? So again you are like all homes having the clothings, laptop, cash, jewelry, lot of things will going to happen. In offices, what is going to happen? Not the jewelry and clothing is going to happen, but your office asset is going to be happen. So what is the office assets? Like you having the LED screen for the presentation, you having a very laptops, you having a desktops, right? You having a servers, you having the PCs, you having the AP, we having the Wi-Fi, we having the conference room, we're having the phone. So this kind of the printer you having, right? So these kind of the valuable things even is going to happen in the your offices. So you can see the similarities. So every building, something valuable things have, and if we remove this gate, right? Every gate, if I'm going to remove, or I'm just opening this gate, so anybody can enter in my home, in my building, or my offices, and they can take anything and they can go out. If there is no gate, still I'm not talking about the security guard. We'll talk about later. Let's say there is no security guard, there is no CCTV, right? You just, and no door. All three things are not available, right? These are the advanced, and this is the basic things, and this is the advanced thing. So nothing is available. So what is going to happen? The things is going to happen. Anybody can enter, right, from out, and they can come to inside of your home, inside your building, can access any of the home, in office, and take out any valuable things. They can still चोरी कर लेना, जिसको बोलते हैं ना, कुछ भी आएगा एंड चोरी करेगा एंड दे विल गो आउट. आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते हो, ठीक है, एकदम बिल्कुल हिंदी में शुद्ध भाषा में से बोलते हैं कि यू कैन नॉट डू एनीथिंग. आपकी सारी चीजें अनप्रोटेक्टेड हैं, मतलब बिना गेट के आपके घर में, आपके ऑफिस में, एंड आपकी हाउसिंग सोसाइटी में एनीबडी कैन एंटर एंड डू वॉट एवर ही वांट टू डू, राइट? सो हैप्पी न्यू ईयर लोकेश, and I can see Seven Sam from the YouTube. Rohit ji, hello sir, hello Rohit, how are you? Any question, please feel free to ask. अगर समझ में आ रहा हो तो बताना, नहीं समझ में आ रहा तो भी बताना. So I can see 17 people are watching live to me on the YouTube. So जिसको जो क्वेश्चन है अगर कोई पूछना है तो पूछ लेना, ठीक है? So मैं बात कर रहा था, so we are talking about कि how basically this door is very important for us, right? So once you install the door and you close the door, that means the person who having only key, they can enter in your building, your offices, in your houses, and they can just access your resources, right? So at least you are protecting your houses from unknown persons, right? Unknown persons. You're protecting your houses from unknown persons. Just known can be enter in your buildings, your house, and society, and who can access the things. So at least you know who having a key and who can enter, and at least you can minimize the thefts, minimize the unwanted things. So this door is basically acting as a one of the security person, right? But still there is a chance you having a door, but there is a chance still theft can be happen. People can enter in your houses, in your societies, and your office building. How? They simply need to break the lock. If they break the lock, they can enter and they can access anything of society. Again, we having a problem, right? So we having a problem and we'll try to figure out solution together. So one problem, we install the door, but we lock it, but still the people can break it. And if they break, we're not able to capture it. Who have done what? So what next? So the next stage might be what I'll do. I will install the door and I will deploy one security guard here, right? I will deploy a security guard here. So now what is things going to happen? Now we having additional layer of the security, additional layer of the security. So now things is changed. If someone unknown is coming, known is coming, even the known is coming, they having a key. So let me just write here. So first let me write the scenario, known person. So known is coming with key and they will validate it by the security. Validated by the security. And if they verify the person coming with the key, earlier scenario might be I have a key, someone stole key from me, or might be forcefully they snatch key from me. So, and they can enter the house. So again, there is a risk, or might be they can block the door. There is no security. But now, if person is coming with the key, that is going to validated by the security guard, and then he will allow to enter in your home or enter your society or enter your particular office. So you are adding more security in terms of the accessing your real life scenario, right? But what else? What if somehow security person itself become a victim for you, for your organization? Let's suppose you deploy the security guards, and it's happening in the real life scenario, right? So let me just erase. Let's suppose this is a building of your society, and you deploy the door and entry gate, what we call entry gates, which is door plus security. What if this security want to do theft in your society? How you can protect? They will say, no, we haven't done, right? I don't know, because thousands of people are living in this society. I don't know who have done what, right? So still there is a loophole. There is a problem. There is again loophole, and there is a problem. So how this problem is going to be fixed? So one layer of security was door. Second layer of security was the security guard. The third level might be we can install the CCTV camera. So now what is going to happen? We can get each and every records. Might be every house is having one of the camera, and even the entry gate, every we having a camera. So now we having a three layer of the security, three layer of security to just protecting our house, office, or societies, right? So we are just having a three layer of security. So now if someone is going to do any wrong things with our homes, our society, or any of the buildings, at least they have to break the doors, they have to break the security, and then they have to break the CCTV camera also. But there is a high chance, 99.99% chance, we having a probability we can catch the person who have done the wrong thing. Still it is not 100% foolproof. We can say like we having the 100% security in the building and everything. No, it's not 100%. No firewall is going to provide 100% security to just protect you. But what maximum they provide, that is more important, right? So we'll come on this point, right? So similar thing, कितना भी बढ़िया हम डिजाइन कर लें सिक्योरिटी का, right? We having a still chance of loopholes, right? So loopholes could be anything, and we just have to fix those loophole or improve our security. So you can see we having door earlier, it was also acting as a security because it was just protecting our houses, our homes. We having a security guards, that is a physical guard, that was also protecting us. That was also helping us to just uh, safeguard to our homes, our buildings, our everything. CCTV, that is additional level security, but still there is a chance it's not 100% foolproof, right? So I hope you guys at least understand what is the meaning of the security. Security meaning is it is just help to protect your valuable resources, right? Help to protect your valuable resources. It could be anything. It could be the cash. It could be your IT hardwares. It could be your mobile phones. It could be your jewelry. और अगर ऑफिस में काम कर रहे हो तो योर लैपटॉप, कंप्यूटर, एपी, डब्ल्यूएलसी, फायरवॉल, अगर फायरवॉल भी लगाओ तो भी चोरी करके ले सकता है, और सर्वर, whatever things. So security is nothing. Security is just help to protect from protect you from the valuable resource कि कोई उसको चुरा नहीं सके, right? This is the meaning of the security. नाउ वी अंडरस्टैंड कि भैया सिक्योरिटी तो हमें समझ आ गया कि भाई ये करती क्या है, हमने उसको कोरिलेट भी कर दिया, बड़ा ही रियलिस्टिक वो वे में हमने इसको थोड़ा सा समझने की कोशिश किया। नाउ इट्स टर्म कि अगर मैं जाकर गूगल पे सिंपली यहाँ पे लिखता हूँ सिक्योरिटी, राइट, सिक्योरिटी लिखकर मैं इमेज में चला जाता हूँ, तो मुझे क्या दिखता है? देखो क्या क्या दिखता है। कुछ ऐसा आदमी लिया हुआ है, कुछ इसमें फनी सा चीज दिख रहा है, राइट, कुछ ये लगा हुआ है, कुछ इसमें लॉक दिख रहा है, कुछ यहाँ पे दिख रहा है, देखो लॉक दिख रहा है, ये भी लॉक दिख रहा है, यहाँ भी लॉक दिख रहा है, यहाँ भी लॉक दिख रहा है, यहाँ पे कुछ सिक्योरिटी गार्ड दिख रहा है, यहाँ भी लॉक दिख रहा है, यहाँ भी लॉक दिख रहा है, कुछ की लगाना है, कुछ की लगाना है, यहाँ पे कुछ सिक्योरिटी दिख रहा है, कुछ बात कर रहा है, कुछ पर्सन, यहाँ भी लॉक दिख रहा है, राइट, अगर चाबी दिख रहा है, देख रहे हो। तो जहां भी हम सिक्योरिटी की बात करते हैं तो कुछ दिमाग में ये लगा लो कि भैया कोई ताला लगा हुआ है ना, उसको हमें खोलना है, राइट, और वो चीजें कैसे खोलना, हाउ कैन ओपन दिस लॉक्स, if you understand, that will become the security engineer, right? So you will become the security engineer and we will try to get together, you can see. So whatever I just explained in the few minutes back, they are more realistic, and you can see I just type the word security in the Google and you can see hundreds and thousands of pictures, and all picture objectives are same, they all are looks like a security, right, and all like see their data security, but still there is a lock. So the purpose is whatever the key doors I talk, every doors have a lock, and if you want to break the lock, you just have to break the security, right? If you have a right key of the lock, right, no need to break the security, you can allow to enter the house, right? If you no key of the security, you'll not allow to enter the home, you will be deny, right? So either you will be allow, either you will be deny. So two words you have to take care, allow or deny. We'll keep discussing about this in the future. So similar thing, we now know just protecting the valuable things, we required the firewalls, right? So अब बात करते हैं how this is important in my real scenario, right? If I talk about the network, what this firewall is going to help me. So let's not focus about the home now. home का हमें समझ आ गया. Not focus about the society, ये भी समझ में आ गया. Let's focus about the office. So office की बात करते हैं, how we can protect this from the malicious thing, from the office resources, right? So one thing we having office, and we know that this office having WLC, could be the IP phones, right? Could be the, let me just write here, IP phones, could be the firewall, आपके ऑफिस में लगा हो सकता है, could be the router, could be the switch, ये सारे आपके ऑफिस में लगे होते हैं, could be the servers and AP and printer, etc. So ये सारे devices could be installed in their office, right? और आपके पास लैपटॉप भी हो सकते हैं, राइट, डेस्कटॉप भी हो सकते हैं. सो पीसी कुड बी देयर इन ऑफिस. सो एक तो मैंने बताया कि यू शुड हैव द फिजिकल सिक्योरिटी. फिजिकल सिक्योरिटी दैट मीन्स you having a door, and this door having the proper lock, plus you should having the physical guard available, that is security personnel, you can say physical guard, right? And third, you should having the CCTV. So what they are going to protect you? So basically these door, lock, security guard and CCTV is going to protect you कि कोई बाहर से बंदा आकर, someone is coming from outside, cannot take away these devices from in to out. So this security is just protecting to not, sorry, let me just write here, do not take out any devices from in to out. So physical devices को protect कर रहा है. It is just protecting physical devices to just not take out from in to out. So this is the one security, right? So they are very capable to protect you. But another challenge we have. right? Another challenge we have. Okay, you are very strong. You are very strong in terms of the security to not take out any hardware into out, right? But I'm very, you know, intelligent person. I'm the hacker, right? I don't care about the physical things. Okay, I will come from somewhere on the internet. Okay, I will come somewhere from the internet. So your office must have the internet connections. Okay, this building must having some internet connection where your router will be connected. Okay, so this router will be connected over the internet, and this is the internet. You having very good, security on the gate, and this is your WAN circuit, right? And I'm sitting in the somewhere on the internet. I'm the hacker, right? And this is my PC is connected from here. So now this hacker can even enter into your office via this gate. This is another entry gate. This is another entry gate for your office, right? Let me just write it. This is another entry gate for your office. What about this entry gate security? Who care about this entry gate security? So this, by using of this gate, no any physical man is entering, no any man is entering, right? No any women is entering, no any theft person is entering, no one is entering, but still this bad person, right, sitting on the internet, they can enter into your office network, right? So how this can be protected? So this is your another gate, and you just have to protect this gate. So this is a big problem for you. And if you're not going to protect your gate, then there is a problem. Anybody can enter from the outside to inside, and even they can access of your servers, they can access of your switches, they can access of your routers, WLC, firewalls, IP phones, AP, printer, laptop, and PCs. Only different is कि यहाँ से वो बंदा चोरी करके बाहर ले सकता था, बट ये चोरी करके बाहर नहीं ले सकता है, बट वही काम वो कर सकता है, आपका पीसी के पासवर्ड को चेंज कर देगा. So they just change your PC password, right? So your password has been changed. How you can use your PC? So this PC is useless for you. So बंदा चोरी कर ले या इसको लॉक कर दे, बात तो वही हुई. You can't use. You can't use it. Meaning is same ना. This is a server. This is the printer, right? ये प्रिंटर को डिस्ट्रॉय कर दिया, इसका सारा ड्राइवर एंड ऑल उसको हैक करके सब कुछ कर दिया बेकार. यू कांट टेक प्रिंटर, यू कैन नॉट टेक प्रिंट. सो मीनिंग इज सेम. इस प्रिंटर को चोरी कर ले जाऊं या फिर यहाँ रहने दूं, somebody can do something from the internet. Meaning is same. So both case you are losing. Both cases you are losing your money plus business, right? किसी भी केस में आपका बिजनेस लॉस होगा, बट एक केस में तो आपने प्रोटेक्ट कर लिया, आपने डोर लगा दिया एंड इट इज प्रोटेक्टेड. बट व्हाट अबाउट secondary case? So in this secondary case, we just have to use one of the devices. Happy New Year, Anil. We just have to use another device to protect these resources, and उस device का नाम है that is going to protect from the internet is firewall. So this is known as the firewall. Wow. So this firewall is going to help you protect from any persons coming from the out, and they're just trying to go in. They want to do any malicious activity. They can protect you, right? I hope it is clear to everyone. Any question, anyone? Because मैं कब से बोल रहा हूँ, आप लोगों का कोई क्वेश्चन है प्लीज मुझे बताएं. Any question? और सबको क्लियर है एज यूजुअल जो मेरी क्लासेस में होता है, क्योंकि मैं बहुत स्लो जाता हूँ तो कई लोगों को बड़ा सेल्फ क्लियर हो जाता है चीजों को. पूछ सकते हैं अगर किसी को anyone having any doubt, don't be shy, okay? अगर कोई गलत भी क्वेश्चन होगा तो आई डोंट केयर, राइट? सो अगर आपको लगता है कि नहीं, आई हैव टू आस्क दिस क्वेश्चन, प्लीज फील फ्री टू आस्क, ओके? नो नीड टू वरी एट ऑल. सो आप लोग पूछ लेना. Let me just conclude this all, right? And we'll continue from the next classes, okay? So what is the firewall, right? So the concept what I explained till now, so just protecting your resources, it could be the any networking devices which is sitting inside of your office, your data center, your branch office, your remote office. If you want to protect them from the internet world, right? You want to protect them from the internet world, you just have to deploy the firewall. So firewall exactly आपका जो काम करता है वो एक लॉक की तरह ही काम करता है. एग्जैक्टली आपका ये लॉक होता है, राइट? इसके अंदर आपका की होता है. सो इफ एनीबडी इज कमिंग फ्रॉम, like let me use some other color. if anybody coming from if anybody is coming from the out, right, and this is your internal office network, so this lock will ask the key, do you have right key to enter? If answer is yes, then he or she will be allowed to enter, right? If answer is no, then he or she will just drop the connection inside of the firewall. It is not going to allow. So this is how you protecting your routers, your switches connected there, your any servers further connected here, any PCs connected here, any laptop connected here, any printer connected here, any network devices which is sitting inside of your offices, these all is going to protect it in this way, right? So this firewall is very important. This firewall is acting as a burning wall that having the continuous fire, and anybody just trying to go inside, they will check everything before allow you to enter here. If you, even you are going to out from the in, even that time also it will check whether you are doing right thing or not. Even you are the company employee, but you don't have privilege to do anything, right? You just have to follow the company norms. You just have to do the right thing to go out from the firewall. And if you're not doing, you will be not allowed, right? So I will stop this session from here, and we'll understand from the next session why this firewall is more important than what we discussed. So we'll discuss more little bit advanced thing because this is like foundation day. So I'm not going to take much time because I want you guys digest it. You can make your notes, your prepare your questions for the next class, right? Might be you having a lot of, so the first thing you just make notes based on today's video discussion and prepare your questions for the next class. Interact with me, ask your questions, and we go slowly step by step for the other things. So in next session, what we'll discuss again, the firewall. I'll give the other scenario, how this firewall is going to deploy, which case it is going to be deployed, and what is the exact location where the firewall need to be deployed. That will take another 20 to 30 minutes for the explanations. And then I will explain why you should use the Palo Alto firewall. Why not you can go and use any other vendor firewall. This is also more important, right? So I will just try to compare everything about the Gartner report, and then what we are going to cover in this Palo Alto module. What are different version of the Palo Alto firewall? What is the Strata VS series? What is the Prisma Access? What is the Cortex XDR? And after understanding these all things, right? What we'll understand, we'll understand basic fundamental of the stateful and the stateless firewall, and we'll try to understand what is the meaning of the stateless, what is the meaning of the stateful, what is the ACL, what is the policies, how they are built together, how it looks like. And I will create the all participant lab access by today, and probably you all guys get your lab access to accessing this lab. And next class I will even explain how the lab topology can be accessed and all. So no need to worry. So you can access remotely this lab from anywhere of the world. So it's not required anything to worry about that. So I can see वन क्वेश्चन इज हियर, जय हो, फायरवॉल पे नेट पे केवल पोर्ट में कनेक्ट कर लेते हैं, उसमें कन्फिगर कर देते हैं, लेकिन फायरवॉल अलग से। सो क्वेश्चन इज फायरवॉल पे नेट तो केबल पोर्ट पे कनेक्ट कर लेते हैं, करेक्ट, उसमें कॉन्फ़िगर कर देते हैं, लेकिन फायरवॉल से आगे कैसे लेके जाते हैं इंटरनेट, प्लीज। ओके, सो आई गॉट योर क्वेश्चन, जय हो। सो जय इज आस्किंग कि हम फायरवॉल तो लगा देते हैं। देखो देखो इनके क्वेश्चन क्या है, मैं बताता हूँ आप लोगों को, यू गाइज कैन सी इन द यूट्यूब लाइव चैट। सो ही इज आस्किंग अबाउट कि ये फायरवॉल है, राइट। अब फायरवॉल है, इस फायरवॉल पे ही सेइंग कि पीछे हमारा लैन कनेक्टेड है, राइट। सो ये स्विच हो सकता है, पीछे यहाँ पे पीसी कनेक्टेड है। तो चलो लैन तो समझ में आ गया सबको, लैन कनेक्शन हो गया आपको, राइट। इससे आपको इंटरनेट पे केबल लगा दिया हमने, ठीक है, ये भी पोर्ट कनेक्ट कर दिया इंटरनेट का, और ये आपका इंटरनेट हो गया। अब इनका क्वेश्चन करना है कि इस पीसी को इंटरनेट कैसे, गूगल कैसे एक्सेस होता है, ये इनको समझना है, google.com. So this is a very nice question. So let me just answer your query. It's required the NAT, and to just make this specific NAT is source NAT. आपको source NAT करना पड़ेगा, और ये NAT कैसे होता है मैं कॉन्फ़िगरेशन करके दिखाऊंगा, राइट। सो अगेन दूसरा क्वेश्चन है कि प्रदनेश केनी प्रदनेश केनी जो पूछ रहे हैं मेरे से, ही इज आस्किंग कि आई होप जय हो आपको आंसर मिल गया होगा, अगर नहीं तो प्लीज नो लेट मी नो, आई विल एक्सप्लेन बिट मोर। कन्फिगरेशन तो करके नहीं दिखा सकता, बट आई विल ट्राई टू एक्सप्लेन बिट मोर अबाउट योर क्वेरी, ओके। सो प्रदनेश केनी इज आस्किंग अबाउट कि where do you have placed the firewall, before ISP router or after ISP? That's a really again a good question. So let me just put some highlight on it. So let me just uh, close this. Let me just open some small lab. So it is very nice question. Where should we basically Pranesh, actually ये सारे जो सिनारियो है ना, मैं अपने क्लासेस में बताता हूँ कि आपका बेस्ट डिजाइन क्या होता है, लेकिन आपने पूछा है तो लेट मी जस्ट एक्सप्लेन। तो देखो हमारा सिनारियो क्या हो सकता है। आवर सिनारियो वुड बी कि हमारे पास एक ISP हुआ, राइट। सो दिस इज माय ISP, this ISP that is known as the internet ISP. It could be anything. It could be the Airtel if you are in India, right? It could be the Verizon, right? If you are sitting in somewhere in the other country, or might be Sprint, any kind, or might be the Bell Canada if you're staying in somewhere. So the main goal is what is the correct place to define the firewall. So ये तो हो गया हमारा WAN। अब इस WAN से कनेक्ट करने के लिए हमारे पास दो डिवाइस होती हैं। एक मैं इसको राउटर यूज कर लूं, इस राउटर से मैं डायरेक्ट इंटरनेट पे कनेक्ट कर दूं, जिसको मैं बोलता हूं WAN। सो क्या होगा, यहाँ पे एक पब्लिक आईपी कनेक्ट हो जाएगा और यहाँ पब्लिक आईपी कनेक्ट हो जाएगा, जो मेरा इंटरनेट से कनेक्शन दे देगा। दूसरा, मैं इस राउटर को यहाँ से हटाकर मैं एक फायरवॉल भी लगा देता हूँ, राइट। सो मतलब दूसरा डिजाइन ही हो गया, ये पहला सिनारियो हो गया, ये दूसरा सिनारियो हो गया, राइट। इसके पीछे भी हमारा एक लैन लग सकता है, जो मेरा ऑफिस का नेटवर्क होगा, राइट। जो ऑफिस लैन होता है, इसको कनेक्ट करने के लिए क्या करना है, मेरे को एक स्विच चाहिए, और इस स्विच से कनेक्ट करके और पीछे मेरा जितने पीसी सर्वर सब कनेक्ट करना हो कर जाएगा। दूसरे केस में भी हमारा यहाँ पे एक लैन हो सकता है, राइट, और इसके पीछे भी हमारा एक स्विच चाहिए, और यहाँ से कनेक्ट हो जाएगा। तो यहाँ भी हमारा बहुत सारे पीसी सर्वर कुछ भी कनेक्ट हो सकते हैं, प्रिंटर वगैरह। अब देखो दोनों सिनारियो में सिमिलरिटी तो सेम है, ये भी वैन है और ये भी वैन है, बट एक जो वैन है ना, इसमें एक प्रॉब्लम है, दिस इज अनसिक्योर वैन एंड दिस इज अ सिक्योर वैन। ये दोनों में फर्क है। अनसिक्योर का मतलब क्या है कि मतलब कोई भी बाहर से बंदा अगर यहाँ बैठा हुआ है, ये बंदा हैकर है, बैठा हुआ है पीसी पे यहाँ से, तो इस नेटवर्क को तो ये आसानी से ब्रेक करके एक्सेस कर सकता है, बट इसको नहीं कर सकता है, क्योंकि इसको करने के लिए स्टिल कैन डू द ब्रेक, ऐसा नहीं कि नहीं कर सकता है, बट इट इज मोर सिक्योर। मैंने बताया था ना 99.99% प्रोबेबिलिटी है कि ही विल नॉट एंटर इनसाइड ऑफ योर नेटवर्क, बट यहाँ पे बहुत चांस है, मतलब 99% चांस है कि ही कैन एंटर इन योर नेटवर्क। आप कितना भी ACL वगैरह लगा लो, बट स्टिल देयर इज अ चांस कि वो आपके इंटर लैन में कर सकता है। तब जो क्वेश्चन ये है कि हमारा फायरवॉल की पोजीशनिंग की राइट क्या है। अब हम राउटर भी यूज करते हैं और फायरवॉल भी यूज कर सकते हैं, तो दोनों की पोजीशनिंग क्या है, कौन सा मैं यूज करूं। दिस इज द क्वेश्चन व्हाट आई गोट फ्रॉम द यूट्यूब लाइव। तो देखो इसमें क्या कर सकते हैं कि अगर मुझे इस नेटवर्क को प्रोटेक्ट करना, सिंपली मैं क्या करूं, एक यहाँ पे फायरवॉल लूं और यहाँ पे लगा दूं, मतलब यहाँ पे एक मैं तीसरा डब्बा लगा दूं और इससे मैं इसको लिख दूं कि तुम फायरवॉल बन जाओ और इससे ऐसे कनेक्ट कर दो। अब मेरा ये अनसिक्योर से सिक्योर हो गया और ये सिंपली 99.99% हमेशा हमें सिक्योरिटी मिल गई। सिंपल सा डिजाइन है कि मैंने एक फायरवॉल प्लेस कर दिया, राइट। अब ये क्वेश्चन होता है कि अब राउटर भी लग गया एंड फायरवॉल भी लग गया, सिक्योरिटी तो मुझे मिल गई, बट व्हाट अबाउट द कॉस्ट? यहाँ तो कॉस्ट बढ़ गया मेरा, एक फायरवॉल का कॉस्ट भी लग गया, एक राउटर का भी कॉस्ट लग गया। तो व्हाट अबाउट द कॉस्ट? सो इस कॉस्ट का जो सॉल्यूशन है ये टोटली आपके नेटवर्क इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पे, डिजाइन पे डिपेंड करता है और आपके कंपनी की साइजिंग पे डिपेंड करता है और कंपनी की ओवरऑल किस टाइप का सर्विसेज यूज करते हैं उस पे डिपेंड करता है। अगर आपके पास, कंपनी के पास पैसे हैं, राइट, यू कैन गो विथ दिस डिजाइन कि आप राउटर भी लगा लो, फायरवॉल भी लगा लो। राउटर लगाने से आपका फायदा ये होता है कि आप बहुत तरीके से आप राउटिंग मैनिपुलेशन कर सकते हो वैन में, राइट। बट ऐसा नहीं है कि फायरवॉल लगाओगे तो नहीं होगा। फायरवॉल में भी अगर पैलोट लगाओगे तो बीजीपी चला सकते हो आप ओएसपीएफ भी चला सकते हो, आप अगर मल्टीकास्ट चलाना चाहते हो तो ये भी चला सकते हो। इस पे स्टैटिक राउटिंग भी सपोर्ट करता है, ये आपको रिप भी सपोर्ट करता है। तो इतने सारे राउटिंग प्रोटोकॉल्स आपके फायरवॉल भी सपोर्ट करता है। तो बहुत सारे कंपनी में आप देखोगे कि एक फायरवॉल लिया और इसके नीचे लैन लगा दिया और वो बढ़िया चल रहा है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। बहुत सारे कंपनी में देखोगे आपको राउटर भी लगा होगा, फायरवॉल भी लगा होगा और वो भी चल रहे हैं। तो अगर आपको फायरवॉल के साथ राउटिंग भी चलानी है प्लस आपको फायरवॉल के फीचर भी यूज करने हैं, उस केस में अगर राउटर नहीं लगा रहे हो तो मेरा सजेशन ये रहेगा कि आपको फायरवॉल के फिर हाई एंड मॉडल की तरफ जाना पड़ेगा। हाई एंड मॉडल मतलब आपको ज्यादा ही पैसे पे करने पड़ेंगे। तो फायरवॉल के कई सारे मॉडल्स होते हैं, राइट। तो अगर आप हाई एंड मॉडल पे जाओगे जो आपकी राउटिंग भी कर देते हैं बहुत बिना कोई लेटेंसी के, तो आपके देखो कितने सारे मॉडल्स हमारे फायरवॉल के हैं। देखो ये है सबसे हाईएस्ट मॉडल हमारे पास है 7000, देखो कितनी बड़ी चेसिस है। इसके बहुत स्पीड, बहुत पैसे देने पड़ेंगे आपको। आपको इस फायरवॉल का भी सेकंड हाईएस्ट ये है, बहुत पैसे देने पड़ेंगे। तो आप जैसे ही अगर सारी फीचर यूज करना चाहते हो तो आपको बहुत सारे पैसा देना पड़ेगा और बहुत सारे आपको चीजों को आपको कॉन्फ़िगरेशन भी करनी पड़ेगी। फायरवॉल में हो सकता है कि डिपेंडेंसी बढ़ जाए और थोड़ा सा कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी कॉन्फ़िगरेशन में आ जाए, राइट। सो दिस इज व्हाट इज द फायरवॉल सिनारियो। अगर सेम चीज को अगर मैं चाहता हूँ कि एक राउटर से लगा लूँ, छोटा फायरवॉल लगा दूं, मेरा छोटा ऑफिस है, मैं नहीं चाहता हूँ कि मैं इतना कुछ पैसा खर्च करूँ एक बड़ा सा फायरवॉल खरीदूं। सो मैं चाहता हूँ कि एक फायरवॉल लगा लूं और उस फायरवॉल से राउटर कनेक्ट कर लूं और राउटर कनेक्ट करने के बाद मैं बीजीपी स्टैटिक राउटिंग इसके वैन में चला लूं और सिक्योरिटी पॉलिसी के लिए इसके लगा लूं, तो भी मैं कर सकता हूँ। तो इस टोटली डिपेंड कि आपका कंपनी का नेटवर्क आर्किटेक्चर क्या है, आपका बजट क्या है, आप कितना आप चीजों को चलाना चाहते हो। क्योंकि देखो आप दो फायरवॉल खरीदना पड़ेगा, बहुत महंगी महंगी यहाँ पर। हो सकता है राउटर का यहाँ पे अगर लो एंड का ऑफिस है तो यहाँ पे आप लगा सकते हो, कोई दिक्कत की बात नहीं है। तो ये इस तरीके से आप डिजाइन पे आप फोकस कर सकते हो। नाउ अब हर्षित पूछ रहे हैं मेरे से कि व्हाट इज द फेल ओवर सिनारियो। सो देखो हर्षित, फेल ओवर का ना बड़ा सिंपल सा कॉन्सेप्ट हमारे हैं, राइट। आईएसपी फेल ओवर के अगर हम एच करेंगे उसमें तो हमारे पास देखो दो फायरवॉल लगी होती हैं। उस केस में क्या होता है फेयरवॉल के केस में कि देखो जैसे दो हमारे पास लैन है, राइट, एक डीएमजी है, एक मेरे पास ट्रस्ट है, राइट। सो अब इस यूजर का ट्रैफिक कंटिन्यूअसली इस फायरवॉल के थ्रू जा रहा है इंटरनेट पे, राइट। बट ये फायरवॉल डाउन हो गया तो क्या हो गया, क्या होगा, राइट। कैसे ये फायरवॉल फिर एक्टिव बन जाएगा? तो ये एचए का पार्ट होता है। जैसे ये डाउन होगा अपने आप ये ट्रैफिक इसकी तरफ जाने लगेगा और ये अपने आप फेल ओवर हो जाएगा। जैसे आपने एचएसआर भी पढ़ा होगा, वीएलआर भी पढ़ा होगा, राइट। तो उसी केस में हम वर्चुअल आईपी होता है, वर्चुअल गेटवे होता है, सेम कॉन्सेप्ट यहाँ पे यूज होगा, राइट। और इस तरीके से हमारा फेल ओवर हो जाएगा। जो हम पढ़ेंगे अपने सेक्शन में पूरे कॉन्फ़िगरेशन के साथ, पूरे लैब के साथ, जो एक्टिव का एच ए भी है, एक्टिव का एच ए जो एक्टिव पैसिव है और हमारा एक्टिव एक्टिव है, दोनों करेंगे हम लोग, एक नहीं करेंगे, दोनों करेंगे। यू वेलकम हर्षित फॉर कॉम्प्लीमेंट। सो दूसरा क्वेश्चन इनका है कि फ्लोटिंग आईपी क्या होती है, राइट। सो देखो ये बड़ा ही वैलिड क्वेश्चन है और देखो मैं इस फ्लोटिंग आईपी को मैं आप लोगों को दिखा रहा हूँ कि देखो ये जब एक्टिव एक्टिव करेंगे ना, तो इसमें फ्लोटिंग आईपी का कॉन्सेप्ट है, देखो मैंने लैब में डाल रखी है, क्योंकि ये चीजें जो हर्षित पूछ रहे हैं ना, दैट इज रियलिस्टिक थिंग्स, लोगों को नहीं पता होता है कि व्हाट इज अ फ्लोटिंग आईपी एड्रेस. So once we do this active session, then we'll discuss about the floating IP. What is the floating IP address, right? So this floating IP address, just thinking कि एक एक मूवेबल आईपी होगी, राइट, जो जिसकी ये कंडीशंस होती हैं कि ये मूव करके कभी इस फायरवॉल पे चला जाए, कभी इस फायरवॉल पे चला जाए. सो दिस इज मूवेबल आईपी एड्रेस. फ्लोटिंग मींस जैसे आप फ्लोट करते हो एक जगह से दूसरी जगह पे, तो दिस इज मीनिंग ऑफ द फ्लोटिंग. मींस ये आईपी फ्लोट करके कभी यहां चला जाएगा, कभी वहां चला जाएगा. दिस इज हाउ फ्लोटिंग आईपी इज गोइंग टू वर्क. इसकी कॉन्फ़िगरेशन कैसे होती है, क्या इसके पीछे कॉन्सेप्ट होता है डीप, कैसे यहाँ फ्लोटिंग आईपी वैन में लैन में कैसे ये कॉन्फ़िगरेशन होता है, दैट आई एम गोइंग टू टेल इन द लाइव क्लास. सो it is not possible I can tell each and everything, but just for the knowledge, floating IP means that is movable IP address that can move from one location to another location. Now I can see knowledge TV is asking how does work on the firewall, how does data work on the firewall. That's again the good question. So thanks for knowledge TV for asking the question, how does data work on the firewall. So the data, so you just have to understand one packet. Let me just explain you. I love the questions. So the plan was to complete the session by 9, but I have the very good questions, so let me just explain. So if I explain about the packet of the firewall, any of the packets, so what the information they are going to hold. So they are going to hold the information source MAC, right? Destination MAC, so image MAC, source IP and destination IP, right? Source port, destination port, right? They're going to add the applications, right? So here's the app. So this is the layer 2. This particular is layer 2. This is the layer 3. This is the layer 4, right? And this is the layer 7. This is the application. And then finally, you having a data. So this is your packet, right? The source MAC address, destination MAC address, source IP, destination IP, source port, destination port, application. That is a layer 7. So layer 2, layer 3, layer 4, and layer 7, and then finally data. So once you want to communicate from this source to any destination based on the internet, your data is going to part of the any of the packet, which is going to travel from one user to another user, might be hosted on the internet or might be hosted on the server as a not user as a server. So this is how this packet is going to travel along with your headers from source to destination, and this is how data is going to be transferred. And further we having the multiple things to encrypt and decrypt, which you will understand. I really thank you so much, and thanks for awarding me as a Guruji. I love your comment. Thank you so much. So I hope able to answer your query. So that's all. If you guys having any further question, please feel free to ask, or we can continue the next session and we'll discuss more interesting things in the next class. Okay. Thank you so much, guys,
Uh,
and wish you all the best.
sir,
Yes, please. Yes, yes.
sir, so we have you any plan for weekend batch?
Yes, weekend batch, we having a plan. Already, I believe 3-4 people have done the enrollment. So probably we can start very soon. But if you possible, you can do with the weekdays and you can move later on the weekend as well. Till the time we can cover on the weekdays as well. So either way, both option is available. So let us know whether you comfortable with the weekdays or weekend. We can plan anything. No problem.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, we'll connect offline. Okay, and we'll discuss. Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Okay, what's the name?
Sir, Ramopal speaking. Morning we have discussed already.
Okay. We have done discussion. Okay, thank you. So thank you so much, guys. And any other question? Anyone having any other question? Okay, no problem. So thank you so much, and I wish you all the best. And probably we connect the next session on the same time, and we'll let you know the schedule for the next session, and probably we'll continue the further discussion from here. Okay. Bye bye. Take care.
Yeah, bye.
Bye bye, Nitish.